Back in 2019, I made a cornhole game out of an old pallet and old beer labels. Check out my little video. I've never done this before. I have very minimal tools, but I did get a free pallet, so I figured, hey, we could do it. Gonna go ahead and use a crowbar to take the nails out of the pallet. I've already done that process. Took me about 2 hours to do that, so hopefully I can find a better method to take apart a pallet. This is a cornhole game on a budget, and my essential goal is I will be using beer labels that I've been saving for a long time, and I'll make a collage on it, and I will use a resin. I'm not experienced at this. This is going to be an adventure. We'll see how it goes. We're going to take a moment and talk about safety. When I first bought this, how I would secure the wood to the table is I would stick my leg here and drill, and that's how I would keep it in place. So it works for the moment. I have now purchased some clamps. Clamps! Why are clamps so exciting? Because you don't have to use your leg to clamp it down on the table. They just go right on and they secure the wood. It's amazing. And it's silly, but I really didn't even know these type of things existed. Using the leg method works, but it is dangerous. I had a couple incidences in some projects that I had done prior. So I heard about clamps by a book written by Adam Savage called Every Tool is a Hammer, which this really could make a hammer, I suppose. I used a ice cream scoop as a hammer growing up. He didn't really have tools. Anyway, written in his book that he used the leg method at one point, and I was like, I use the leg method, and he talked about clamps, and I said, I need some clamps. So shout out to Adam Savage. Thank you very much for the tidbit of information. For people like me who have nobody teaching me how to do this, as I go along, I come across a problem, I gotta figure it out. A leg comes handy, but clamps are even handier. Thank you. As I was cutting the last piece of wood, literally as I was cutting the last piece, my garage light turned on above me, and I was like, why is the garage light turning on? And then all of a sudden the garage door started opening, and I had the camera set up on a tripod on top of a table so that you could get an overhead view, and the garage door knocked over the tripod, and I got it on video, of course, so it's pretty funny. As the camera's falling, I caught it, thankfully. It didn't break the camera, but stuff like that happens. Oh my gosh, Mike. Ooh, that sucks. Why did that just turn on? Some of the things that I learned yesterday, it was definitely a learning process, and I think that's why this video is important, because this is not a tutorial, the perfect way to do it in a 2-minute video. This is showing you the reality of somebody trying to do this for the first time, because when you're learning how to do something, you make a lot of mistakes, and it's important to understand that you're going to make mistakes, but then find solutions on how to correct those mistakes. So yesterday, I think one of the biggest holdups that I had was using the power drill, and I kept stripping the screws. I had no idea why. So I did a little bit of research about that. It appears that you could use bar soap you just put the threads of the screws on the bar soap, and that will help lubricate the screws so that they don't strip so easily, and so I'm gonna try that method today because I do have a little bit more drilling to do today. I am quite a bit behind schedule. I really needed to get this project done this weekend. My goal was to make one of those jig parts to make the circle for the hole, but I really don't have time to do that. So last night I tried using the JIGSAW freehand, and then I realized that the boards were too loose, so they need to be stabilized. So I'm gonna have to put another plank down to stabilize those loose boards. But I was able to figure out how to make a freehand circle, which was exciting. It's not the perfect circle that I wanted it to be, but I do have a Dremel tool, so I could finish it up a little bit, try to make it a little bit more smoother and more circular, rather less like oval, kind of bumpy looking right now. So I've got my screws. These are 1.5 inch screws. Got my drill bit, and I've got this old bar of soap. So we're gonna try to see if this works like people say it works, because I am definitely having some issues with screwing. Oh my gosh, I would say it worked. It went like all the way through, probably into my table. Oh no. Oh no. The tools that I used for staining the wood, I used a Varathane wood stain. This is my finished product thus far. So exciting. It's drying. Back in 2009. Back in